And as these guys are exiting the stage, our next performer is a pianist from Newcastle, Colorado. Please welcome to the stage, Madeline Miller. Okay, I have written down that you have played since you were little, off and on. Explain that to us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember playing as a kid. You know, I had little toys that played music, and I would pick out the melodies. But, and you know, took lessons on and off here and there, and then didn't really start taking it seriously till past couple years, probably.
Cool. And you sing and play.
I do, yeah.
So I'm always fascinated by you guys that come out as soloists, because I think one of the most difficult things to do is to put yourself out there as just an instrumentalist and a vocalist by yourself. So if we have some aspiring musicians, by the way, do we have anybody out here like thinking about taking up an instrument, or maybe you've played a little bit and you want to do this full time? Okay, part-time. There's 2 people. Okay, so to those 2 people, there's 3? There's 3 people. I can't see anything because there's light in my eye. Yeah. Okay. So to them, what encouragement can you give them as far as like, man, it's tough. I got to put myself out there.
You know, I don't know that I'm really one to talk, because I'm kind of at the beginning of that, putting myself out there. But I would say just put yourself in positions that kind of force you to learn and get better, and do things that scare you, and know that you can't get better and look good at the same time.
Good point. Nice. Okay. So your song that you're going to play for us is an original. What's the name of this title?
Blindsided.
Madeline Miller, everyone.
All right, so we are going to take a little break from country. Hope that's okay.
Blindsided, you came along and took me by surprise. I didn't see you coming. I'd been burned before when the last man walked out the door. I put my heart on the shelf and promised myself that it'd never happen again. Independent, or so I thought. Let's keep it friends then, and nothing more. But you were patient with me when I didn't see who you would turn out to be. But then that night in late October, the season shifting, getting colder. I'd never seen the stars shining so bright. We watched them fall and talked till morning. I wasn't given any warning that you would sweep me off my feet that night. Oh, but everything about it just felt right. And I was blindsided. You came along and took me by surprise. I didn't see it coming. Blindsided, and when I least expected love and life, it went and started something. Now it's not how I planned it, but the wind blew and somehow fan this little spark into flame. I kinda want your last name. Let's make a life of it. What do you say? And do you think about that night in late October? I leaned my head right on your shoulder and never seen the stars shining so bright. We watched them fall and we talked till morning. I wasn't given any warning that you would sweep me off my feet that night. Oh, but everything about it just felt right. Surprised I didn't see you coming. Blindsided, and when I least expected love in life, it went and started something.
It's Madeline Miller. Let's walk over here. Tyler, let's start with you. What kind of feedback
That
can you give
was
them?
phenomenal. That was so good. The way you rhymed blindsided and surprised I didn't and independent and friends then, like those aren't like your typical rhymes. Like the way I feel like I get so stuck on like rhyme zone trying to rhyme things. And that was just, it was so good. You had incredible control of your dynamic range. Love the way you started it with the chorus. I thought that was awesome. Really incredible. That was really good. I want to hear that song recorded for sure.
Thank you, Tyler. Jackson?
Madeline, that song is it's a miracle. It's a wonderful little miracle in the world. Yeah. And you said, okay, we're not going to play a country song. I think something that makes a song great, like a really great song, is that it defies genre. Like an artist of almost any kind of genre could play it, and they would wear it well. And that song is like that. Like it would suit any singer and flatter them. And I think that's very difficult to write and to share with us, and you like crushed it. So thank you.
Awesome. Josefina, before I give you the floor, I want to ask you guys, all you judges, and you, Madeline, what's easier, writing melody or lyrics?
Ooh. Depends. I mean, it definitely depends on the person. For me, I tend to do them together. But I would say, I don't know, man.
How'd you put this song together? Like, how did that happen?
It kind of came in pieces, with the chorus first probably and pre-chorus. And those kind of came together as lyric and melody. And then I just had to come up with verses. So I just messed around on the piano first and then found a melody and then put words to it. So it really varies.
Kind of all the way around, huh? Yeah. Tyler, what about you? When you're writing a song?
I would say lyrics are easier for me.
Lyrics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Nashville, I try and surround myself with writers who are better than me, and typically try and get with someone who's really good at melodies.
Cool. Awesome. Josefina, what about you? Thoughts on that?
I want to talk to her.
I'll get out of the way. I'll just step over here. Yeah.
That was like the soundtrack of a moment of my life. Such a great storyteller in the sweetest possible way. Like, that went straight to my heart. Thank you for that. Thank you for doing this. Please continue. I want more.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like they liked it. Well, so back to my question. Okay. So lyrics, melody. What do you think?
I write lyrics, and I always and I get the melody from the musicians that I perform with. Sometimes they send me stuff. I'm not very good at writing. I'm more of an interpreter.
Sure. Which is the improv thing, right? Like you get that improv chance and take it on a
yeah.
Okay.
But she's amazing.
Jackson?
I too am not very good at writing, but I keep trying, and I find that lyrics and melodies are they're already married in my head or in my body, or however you want to describe how they get to you. And then I like to edit them independently or revise them independently because I don't want to get stuck in too much of my own groove. But I would say melody is harder for me. I didn't grow up singing. I think if you grow up singing, that's an advantage at being adept with melody.
Yeah.
And so I have to work extra hard to try to make up for my melodic deficiencies.
Gotcha. No, it's always fascinating to hear how that kind of goes together because every musician works differently, right? So thanks for sharing that with us. Guys and ladies, Madeline Miller, one more time.